Oh my god, hi! So, I have wanted to do this for like 6 months, maybe a bit more than 6 months, but I don't know why I just never got around to doing it, and now I've just got to the point where I want to like plan properly all the looks, all the zodiac signs, and that's what we're doing here. So obviously this look is for Aries. This is the first sign of the zodiac, so I'm doing it in order. So of course Aries is the ram, the baby little ram. It starts with youth. So we are starting with Aries, and this is the eye look. Well, not the eye look, I've done the full face obviously. So yeah, it's very red, it's very intense, just like Aries' personality. And yeah, I actually really like this eye look. I've used a very Aries eyeshadow palette and I've tried to like use products that I think fit well with the personality of Aries. So obviously I'm going to be doing all 12 of the zodiac, well 11 more of the zodiacs. Obviously this is just the first one, so I hope you enjoy it, and if you like the look of what's on my face right now, want to know how to do it, then subscribe if you want to, give the video a thumbs up as well, and we're just gonna get into it because I'm hungry. So yeah, enjoy this video, let me know your thoughts on this situation. If you're an Aries, let me know. Yeah, okay, bye. Enjoy the video. Okay, so this is the eye look. I feel like it's very intense, but so are Aries. I'm first just gonna prime my eyelid with the P.Louise eyeshadow base. For the eyeshadow palette, we're gonna be using a fancy palette. We're gonna use this big fella. This is the McGrath Mothership eyeshadow palette. It's this guy. So I mainly needed this just for like the golds, the dark kind of browns that are there, and mainly the red, to be honest. So there's only one eyeshadow that I'm going to be using that isn't from this palette, and it's just a single eyeshadow, so any pink that you have you can use, and that's the shade that I'm going to start off with in the crease. So the one I'm going to use is from Makeup Geek, and it's called Tuscan Sun. So literally any pink eyeshadow that you have. Obviously this palette just didn't have one, so I just took this one. I'm going to pop this all around the crease of the eye. Now I'm going to be quite messy with this as well. We don't really care how messy we are with this one. And I'm going to take the lighter brown shade from the Pat McGrath palette, and I'm going to use this on like a flat fluffy brush, and I'm just going to concentrate this in the crease but kind of keep it from the outer corner, kind of like halfway through, and just basically just keeping it away from the inner corner because I'm just going to keep it like a kind of gradient situation. I then just took that brush that I used, that pink shade, and just kind of blew out the edges of that so it's nice and blended. And then just going back in with that brown again just to re-intensify it. And this eye look is actually so quick to do because this Pat McGrath palette is just so easy to use. Honestly, like, takes like 2 seconds to do an eye look with this thing. It's so good. So I'm then taking the red shade and I'm just using my finger and I'm just kind of packing this from where the kind of brown ends in the crease to like the center of the lid. Take a clean finger and just kind of blend out. That's just not just so it's not like super harsh. I'm not being like super clean with this look either, I'm just kind of winging it. I'm then taking the gold from the palette, which is one of my favourite golds ever. Again, I'm just using my finger and I'm just dragging this from the inner corner and then just blending it into that red. Then I'm going to take my trusty little friend, my little silicone brush, and I'm just going to use that gold on there just to kind of clean up around the edges. Then I'm going to take the dark brown from the palette and just use a fluffy small kind of crease brush, and I'm just going to really pack this on, wing it out a little bit and just smoke this in the outer corner of the eye. Then I'm going to go back in with the Makeup Geek pink shade and just use this to buff out the edges. Then we took it a step further. We went the extra mile because That's what Aries do. I just used this Colourpop Supernova shadow, and this one's in the shade Rush Hour, and I just took this on a really small brush and I just kind of popped this kind of like a liner to kind of like cut the crease from the inner corner kind of halfway round, and yeah, it ended up looking pretty good, so I was happy that I did this. Okay, let's just finish up the eyes. So I'm just going to tight line with my LA Girl black liner to tight line with. I'm just using the Eyeko liquid liner to do a wing. So for mascara, I'm going to use the mascara from Revolution. And those are the funky eyes. Woo! Okay, let's move on to the face now. I need to do my eyebrows actually, because I'm just going to use my Sephora brow pencil. I just feel like I should have put more effort into how I dressed today, but... Okay, so I did like wipe a bit of crap off my face from the eyeshadow, but I've still got glitter on my face, but I don't actually care. We're just going to move on. So I'm just going to pop a bit of moisturiser on first, just because my skin is dry as fuck. I'm going to use the Linda Hallberg Infinity Glass Primer. I love this so much. Honestly, makes you look like you have glass skin. And I know it's called Infinity Glass. Yeah, like, watch my skin transform. Just... oh my god. But it's not like drying. It's quite sticky, but it's not like too sticky. Okay, so how do we feel about the eyes so far for Aries? If you're an Aries, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the Aries look that I did for you. I really like Aries. If you haven't seen my favourite zodiac signs video that I uploaded, I think I did that in like December. Aries is what in there. Aries is one of my favourite signs. They're in my top 5. But we're going to move on to the face now. I mean, we're already doing the face. What? Shut up. Okay, so for foundation, I wanted something a bit kind of lightweight just because the eyes are so intense. So I'm just going to use the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Tinted Moisturiser. So I'm going to go in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. So to set all that in place, I'm going to use the Hourglass loose powder. Haven't actually used this in a while. I'm just going to use my best friend, the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless thing. And I'm just going to put this over the loose powder. To finish off the eyes, I don't want to do too much. I mean, I feel like I never want to do too much on the lower lash line. So I'm just going to use whatever's left. I'm going to be really manky here. Just use whatever's left over on the small brush that I use the dark brown on. And I'm just going to literally just kind of run this just on the outer part, just to kind of connect the eyeshadow. So we're actually going to cream contour. Sosu cream contour stick, and I'm going to use the cool one because we are going to... Why did I... What? I feel like it just made me look like Squidward. Okay, then to just kind of like set the cream, I'm going to use the No. 7 bronzer in Caramel. This isn't like too intense. I just wanted something a bit subtle but still kind of warm, just to bronze that up a little bit more. For blush, I'm going to use the NYX Baked Blush in Ignite. For highlight, I'm going to use the Soph palette with Revolution. I think I'm just going to do what I always do with this palette and just mix those two. Use the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Very Victoria. I wanted something a bit browny. I just didn't want it to be too much. It's actually very pink. This is kind of mauvey actually. Hold on. Was this the wrong lip choice? I don't know why I thought this was a lot more browny than this. But I thought just to top it off, we'll just add a bit of intenseness. That's like the key word of this video. So this is the Dose of Colours Clear Lip Gloss in Over the Top. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this makeup look, and I hope you enjoyed the first one of my Zodiac series. So I love that McGrath palette. So yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh my god, that highlight. So if you're an Aries, I hope it did you good here. If you have an Aries moon or like a rising or any Aries in your chart basically, I hope I did you justice with this look. So I hope you like it, even if you aren't an Aries. If you just like warm toned eye look, even if you just like makeup, even if you're just here for no reason. I hope you enjoyed it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.